a man in Michigan named David DeVarty was actually denied a license plate because of the children, or so he says. Now, what he wanted to put on his custom license plate was something called, was the phrase "War Sucks," W-A-R-S-U-X. Now, the main argument, and now he is suing the state of Michigan because he feels that his First Amendment rights are infringed. Now, let's go in and get the reaction from the panel. Let's start with you, Jordan.
All right. Yeah, this story is, for lack of a better word, complete BS. It's a non-story. This is one of those things. This is where me being a Southerner who hunts, yada yada yada. I often read a lot of the pro-gun crowd, and their criticisms for Obama, and I'm like, hey, there's a lot of reasons to be upset with Mr. Obama. Let's not make up fake ones. This is what we're doing on the left with this story. There's a lot of reasons to be upset about our rights being taken away. This is not one of them, so let's stop making it up. If you can do a quick Google search, type in Michigan vanity plates, something along that lines. And apparently the gentleman in this story is the only person in America who doesn't have access to the internet, because you can actually see online in a split second if your vanity plate will be approved. And I typed in a great number of different plates to see what would go through and what wouldn't, and it's as simple as changing one letter and making the words on the plate not be war or sucks. Change any of the vowels to a different vowel, it works just fine. Any license plate. Now, full disclaimer, I don't know if this happened after this story broke. That could be the case. Obviously, I didn't get to test it until the story broke. But any vanity license plate with the word war or sucks, whether that's S-U-X or S-U-C-K-S, does not work. And it doesn't matter if it's pro-war, anti-war, it doesn't matter what the political message behind it is. The letters W-A-R and the word sucks immediately get your license plate denied.
Well, I mean, it's an automated system, and they do have a ban list of phrases, right, which isn't in the original article that we were all sent.
Mm-hmm.
But should they be able to ban vanity plates? And full disclosure, I think vanity plates are kind of stupid. But I remember there was a story about a guy in Washington, D.C. who, after 9/11, he had F apostrophe Osama. And he had that license plate for years. And then they changed the policy after Osama bin Laden was killed to take Osama off all the license plates because they thought it was offensive to reference him or something like that. I assume it's really because they got a whole bunch of floods of requests that have Osama in the license plate during right after he was killed. But should they have the right to do this? Should they have the right to ban your specific vanity plate?
Absolutely.
I remember Carlos Means. What happened?
I'm sorry, go ahead, Sean. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, did you say yes or no?
I said absolutely, but I want to hear what you have to say before I jump in.
Because I remember Carlos Mencia's skit from way back when he tried to get N-word license plates, like every version of the N-word through, and they were all banned. But then he started getting anti-Hispanic slangs, like wetback and like ones like that, and he got those all approved. So, like, the lines are obviously arbitrary, and I'll put the question out there to anybody if you think that's a free speech issue or that's you don't have to drive a car and there's no reason for you to have a light vanity plate issue.
Well, I don't know. I know I said absolutely, which is a really strong word. I don't know how coherent my point is on this, or my stance is on this, but yes and no. Yes, it should be okay for them to ban that because, in my understanding, your license plate is the property of the state. Like, that's a state thing you are required to get on your car. No one's telling this guy he can't say war sucks. No one's even telling him he can't stand on the same roads he's driving on with a sign that says war sucks. They're saying on this state-mandated registration tag, you can't have a phrase that we've mandated you can't have. That seems to be coherent with me. Now, at the same time, you can get religious plates. And so that, I guess you could argue if you're going to take the stance I just put forth, that that's a state promoting a religion. So to what Sean said about it being arbitrary, yeah, it's totally arbitrary. But I think the state has that right, man. It's state property.
I agree. I think that that was a good point. What I would have probably done in that scenario if War Sucks got denied, okay, war blows, like, whatever.
Yep. It still would have been denied. It says war.
It still would have been denied.
What about
You put a 4 instead of an A.
That's right. That's exactly what I was just thinking. No, but that's an excellent point. That the state does actually own the license plate. That if you want to say war sucks or war is a piece of shit or war this or war that, by all means, put a bumper sticker up or whatever. I mean, we got to deal with all kind of dumb shit around here. I'm sorry, but like truck nuts. That's pretty offensive. I don't want to see that crap. Huge eagles taking a dump on Osama bin Laden on the back windshield. I mean, that's pretty fair. I don't want to see that. But as far as like the license plates are concerned, on the state level, okay. I mean, if they have some certain guidelines, and that seems to me like it's okay.
Yeah, hey Mike. To your point, I thought of truck nuts too as soon as I read this story.
So you have to wonder why they banned the word war. And like, do you think it could be more of a just a way of saying, okay, we don't want anybody having a debate with license plate, whether you're pro-war or anti-war. We just don't want people feuding over their license plate numbers. Or
I think that's more along the lines of what this story is. Just kind of like, Yeah,
to play devil's advocate against myself, I kind of wondered if that war word ban wasn't introduced after this whole debacle.
Right. I mean, the thing is that I'm like, at first I thought this was a non-issue. Like, whether they banned War Sucks or whatever, I'm like, it's a non-issue, and it's still not a major story. But the more I think about it, I think that with you can only have two positions if you're the government that jive constitutionally, and the first is no vanity plates for anybody, and the second is every vanity plate is okay. Right? So if the court rules that they have to have every vanity plate be okay, then you're going to see the government get rid of all the vanity plates, because there are going to be some like really awful ones that are going to come out.
Can we start a no vanity plate super PAC? Because I will get behind that.
No way, no more super PACs. I'm only on Wolf Pack. That's the only super PAC I'll ever do.
Well, then I need to talk to Jank and see if we can get that put into the Wolfpack agenda. No more vanity plates.
Just no more vanity plates. Just get rid of them and stop this whole inane discussion.
Yeah, I think everybody agrees that vanity plates are kind of stupid.
But the problem is that if you allow certain speech and ban others, then I don't see how that isn't a First Amendment issue. Like, I understand that it's the state's property, but
the First Amendment allows you to I guess,
right,
air your opinions towards the state. And war is an issue of the state, right? And so, I just think that if you should be able to, if you want to get war sucks or war is awesome, then you should be able to do that.
And you're going to get some super racist license plates, which is,
yeah.
I mean, it's going to be,
which is unfortunate.
It'll be nice to see and know who the racists are, right? Like, now you can only tell them by whether or not they're wearing a blue uniform. So, like, it's just nice to have something separate that you could see them, like, while they're driving. But yeah, I think what's gonna end up happening is they might rule in this guy's favor, but Michigan's gonna ban all vanity plates. Like, that's gonna be the loophole that they're gonna have to use.
I don't know how things are in New York, but here in Arkansas, you don't have to read a guy's license plate to know if he's a racist. There's normally something else on the car already.
Right.
There's. I would assume there would be a
siren?
No. I see where you're going with that, Sean.
Truck nuts?
No, a Confederate flag.
Yes.
That's obvious.
Well, that's
that
all
should be the
another
most
issue.
Obvious thing. So I mean.
Hey, I've seen black people fly the Confederate flag because they think it stands for Southern pride.
I went to high school with a black fellow who left a Confederate flag on his truck.
Right. So, but like I said, it's not common. Like, it's not the most common thing, but there are people who really believe in Southern pride, and to me, If you want to
Yes.
use the Confederate flag to symbolize that, that's perfectly fine. I won't automatically assume that you're a racist.
Well, like, I'll give you a great example. My wife just the other day, just yesterday, was like, I was talking about plantations. We got a lot of plantations around here. Beautiful, beautiful homes. Great to visit, like, beautiful structures and stuff. She was like, and then somebody was like, whoa, that's racist. And then she was like, I never really thought about it. I guess it is kind of, but I never really, like, it just never occurred to me that it was, like, plantations could be. It's the same kind of deal with the Confederate flag. It's just part of, like, it's that awkward deal where, like, it's part of your Southern heritage, but
The
it's
White House was built by slave labor too. So if you say the White House is pretty, are you racist?
Yeah,
You know,
the pyramids were built by people. I mean,
Yeah.
the pyramids. You go to Egypt and visit the pyramids. That's not supporting racism. It's history. So I can understand wanting to visit something like that from a historical perspective.
right. Yeah, I
Like
understand.
I don't like so. I just want to get the question. So I'm gonna vote that they have to allow it, or they have to allow it if they're allowing any vanity plates. I mean, you want to just go like
You know what?
one by one?
I'm actually a bit more nuanced. I think that they should have some sort of restrictions on it, as to not go with like super horrible things, like swear words. I mean, you know what I mean?
Or the N-word, or the
Yeah.
Right. So stuff like that. But when it comes to your political opinion, if you're pro-war, anti-war, and you want to say it on your freaking vanity plate, what? I don't care. Do it.
I think they should allow it, but since they are banning both pro-war and anti-war vanity plates, they're playing a fair hand. I'm not necessarily upset about it.
And I'll agree with that one too. I'll agree with that. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and share with your friends. If you want to see more, go to our channel at youtube.com/TYTNation. And if you really want to support the show, support this channel, go to our fundraising campaign at www.patreon.com/TYTNation. The website is in the description below. Thank you guys, and keep watching.